Peace and tranquility, brothers and sisters. I think this is going to be the last one until tomorrow, but my ancestors are telling me to tell you this quick, so we're going to jump ahead in the story. So I'm going to let you know I met Sarge. We're going to get to Professor Gatlin. So we're going to go backwards, but we're going to go right here real fast because it's a Toyka-Ryu channel, so I want y'all to know. So I met him in 1993 through a man named John Baxter who had a program. He was from Harlem, called Off the Corners. Came to PS 92 Brooklyn, right? That's the school I work in. Been working there for 38 years. So Sarge was there and he had his toy and he was like, hey, I got something that you guys here in Brooklyn ain't really seen. Let me see. Who really want to hang out? So like he does, there was a few people there and they were like, what's that? And he tested them to see where their strength level was. All right, see if they could do what he wanted them to do. Only 4 people, Steve, Yvette, and I forget the other 2 right now. That's bugged out, but I do. My memory is like over 30 years ago, guys. But I remember Yvette because she's my warrior god sister to this day, and Steve is my warrior god brother to this day. Well, while they was on the stage, and they worked out in the auditorium of the school. So, all right, remember 1993 to 96, I was with him for only 3 years. Remember that. So now, John Baxter is my elder, so he's the one that has a lot of knowledge and wisdom, and he used to teach us mind stuff, physical revolutionary stuff, okay? Paramilitary mind stuff, okay? Now, Sarge taught us, basically what he was teaching everybody, he was teaching them Toyka-Ryu from the point of view where he was at the time, where his mind was at the time. So the brothers and sisters in Brooklyn, he taught a little bit different than he did the brothers and sisters he did in Harlem, which if they all talked together, they would say, yeah, I know. See, I know that part. Because he knew that the people in Brooklyn was warriors. He used to say that. The fighters, they're tougher than the guys in Harlem. He literally, you can, if John, well, we're going to try to get John Baxter to get here, the elder, to tell y'all what Sarge really said. Because everybody knows he lived with Ben for 2 years, but he lived with Sarge, lived with John Baxter for many years. Him and another of my teachers called Zulu. Zulu, whose name is Ernie, he knew a lady in my school who worked in the kitchen, Miss Diane. And one day when Sarge and Zulu came together to teach, he saw Miss Diane and asked me could I introduce him. When I did, man, he went home with that lady. They grew up together like that. They were little kids, but he went to the war. She even told me that. He was a little crazy on the street. So he went to the war. He met Sarge. And he was recon too, tunnel rat. And so Zulu was a little off. But Zulu spent a lot of time when he got out in Thailand for some reason. He got, I don't know. And so he became what we call, he used to, like I said, he used to be he made his body hard. He learned like different breathing techniques, but he learned solid applications. That's where I get this from. He learned solid application. My brother, Kaizo Allen, what's up, bro? This is for you. So, I knew Master Duncan too, because I'm from Brooklyn. Over here in Flatbush, remember he used to do his videos right here in Prospect Park. Okay, so I'm just showing y'all, this is where I come from. I live this stuff, yo. So now that I'm old and I hear about Bushido, I gotta watch the Gracie Jiu-Jitsu stuff when I know Jiu-Jitsu is standing. Gracie Jiu-Jitsu is really a specialty of Jiu-Jitsu. You see, it's just like, makes me jump. Let me go here. Sarge trained me differently than the people on the stage because I already knew how to fight. I was tough, he said. He saw something different in me. First, he told me he wasn't going to teach me. I almost cried. Yes, I did. I was a grown man. I was in my 20s. I had tears. He walked away from me. He turned back around, and he walked up to me, and he said, you know what, hold on. I was like, you know what he did? He put me, he threw some punches at me, whatever, tried to grapple me. I blocked it. He said, you know, you really good. I don't got nothing to teach you. That's why I told you that. I said, but I don't understand. So what he did was, and I'm going to have Yvette try to attest to this because she's still alive. He taught me in the basement Toyka-Ryu from the point of view of every exercise is literally an applicable technique to destroy my opponent from the exercises. The way I breathe, the way I move, the stances, you see? Now, I have to tell y'all that part because Sarge gave me the toy, but he gave me the Toyka-Ryu system, the fighting system. What he gave to my brother Ben 3 years later and on, that's a different Sarge, a different transitioned man. and I'm a specialist, as in the Kung Fu movies. I'm a specialist of Toyka-Ryu, okay? Evie said she didn't really, when Sarge was teaching at that time, she didn't really pump the toy. She did a lot of stabilization holds, as you see me do. That's where he was at that time. When he got the power resistance, when he got the bend, well, power resistance was formed, but when he got to bend, that's why I try to tell my brother that was more of a boot camp. He didn't teach them the fighting system. He told them that, and he told you, anybody that uses the system can apply it to any fighting system. That's what he told y'all. He wanted y'all to utilize it. Now, that's what he wanted y'all to do. That's real. But, again, so y'all get it specifically, I'm a specialist. I'm a specialist. My exercises are different. The way I breathe, the way I move, because I already showed you. One of the exercises was just to cross what I do. That was an exercise. But I showed you, because I'm different. If you throw a punch at me, that turns into something else. That turns into, see, that's the exercises, guys. The bow and arrow that we did, like this, that's, see? That's the bow and arrow. I'm just showing you. I can apply every exercise, but I can make the exercise a system. That's my specialty. I can make every exercise a full system from the exercise. Although, because I've learned the exercise as a fighting system, that's why I can break it down. I'm different. That's all. My brother Ben, yo, that's all power and strength over there, y'all. And good cardio, because he had to learn how to breathe too. He just doesn't breathe like me, but he does have a breathing pattern too that he learned from Sarge. So again, as far as Sarge, remember, it was Sarge and Zulu that trained me in PS 92 and the fighting system specialist in Toyka-Ryu. Okay, there is a boot camp, there is an exercise version. Yes, that's the more popular version. I'm just a specialist, and I keep showing and proving it to y'all. And I will continue. I will continue, because that's what Sarge wants me to do. So again, peace and love. Have a good day.